finished the second case, so we're going to get diving into the third case. I don't know what's going on in the third case yet, so I can't give you a synopsis just yet, because I don't have one. So let's go. Bang. I'm just going to click start new, so it gives me the cutscene and everything. Shows this dude, yeah. It's gonna involve a chef. Recipe for turnabout. Bang!
That's enough. This court sees no reason to prolong the trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
It wasn't me! I swear it wasn't me!
The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are clear. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee.
No, you're wrong! I know what I saw! I saw!
Who is that?
I saw someone else there! A man, he's the real killer!
What's going... Is Phoenix being accused of murder again? It's that salt dropping meme right here.
Why won't anyone believe me? Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps up this case, wouldn't you, Mr. Wright?
The court finds the defendant guilty.
What's going on?
This court is adjourned.
They've never started a case in court. I already lost. What the heck? The start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world. I bet it does, Maya. So, I've decided that our resolution should be Zavari. Take on the world. What do you think? Sure, whatever, Maya, but I think maybe you had more than enough mistletoe cake. Never. You gotta eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game. I'm literally skipping out on fireworks right now to play this dumb lawyer game. Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe? Happy New Year, Detective! Likewise. Now listen up, Wright. Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation. Yeah, me too. All right, pal. So you've got some explaining to do. Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective? A what? Well, yeah, have this. It ain't much, but... Yay, thanks! Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat. Hey, well, what about Pearlie? You haven't forgotten about her present, have you? No. I mean, yes. I mean, no. Are you doing this on purpose? I guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year? Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. What is it? A magazine? Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced? Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about yous. Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case. Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it, but I don't remember anything about it. When was this issue from anyway? December of last year, which I guess makes it last month. Which makes it old news, you mean? But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December. Oh boy. So what do you think this is all about, Nick? If it wasn't you, pal, then that only leaves one possibility. No way. You don't mean a phony Nick? This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one too. The hell is going on? This is weird. So, what are you gonna do about it, pal? What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it? Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. My fault? How do you figure that? Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of. Yeah, see what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? I didn't do anything wrong. At least not that I can remember. You better make this right, pal. Now. And that means taking the case back to court. You got it? Sounds like we've got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict on this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year. So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal? I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. The client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation. I guess I am kind of responsible, but why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of guy would do that? Right? What's going on? So, what's our first move? I guess we go down to the detention center and talk. Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't gonna be jumping at the chance to meet you, right? Hey, hold on. Let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me. It was a fake that did this. I wonder if he looks exactly like you. You're phony. Eowop. I mean, I hope not. And what kind of a name for an evil double is Eowop? Anyway. Oh, Nick, I've got it! You're gonna ask whether I've got a twin brother? The answer is no. Spoil sport. Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual, or was it just me? What do you mean? I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who's just found out he's going to be a dad or something. Yeah, I guess he was acting kind of strange. Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick. Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya. Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you, then maybe it's because of the new guilty client? December 5th. I would never lose to Payne. That guy's such a joke of a lawyer. This is upsetting. Detention center. We're going there first. This is so nerve-wracking. Waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah! How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you? Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down. Are you? This is the girl from game 2. Meg? Was it? Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember Maggie Bride? Maggie Bride. Ah! Funny, last time I defended her in court, I also didn't have memory. She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop, too. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you acquit? Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Oh, I see. So that's where we stand right now. I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time, but I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir! So, how come you've dressed like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I don't mind one bit. I enjoy being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Yeah, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. This whole mess started on the 3rd of the last month, and it happened at Très Bien. Très Bien? Yeah, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh. There were 2 men at a table, both drinking coffee. And then... one of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just 1 sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling this guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all. I've never even seen the guy before. Oh. So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right? Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele. So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come? You tell me, Mr. Wright! I guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. So if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man. The one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know, but nobody, not one person would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job. Look, that wasn't me, okay? And then they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? Poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. And no one else saw this other guy? No, sir. That's what everyone said, but I don't see how they could have missed him. I was the one who took the coffee of the 2 men. Oh? And what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had the band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. So it was a band CD, maybe a promo disc. Maybe it was MC Screwdriver. Get serious, Maya. Would you buy the CD of a group named that? Nah. What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC... And what about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. Oh yeah, I need to ask you something about this. Hey, this article's about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Me? Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Ugh. Hey, Maggie. Was my evil double... I am here too? No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. Oh. That would have been so cool. But then you get really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you clear to this crime, you said. Okay, I get the picture, but you met me in person before, so how come you didn't realize the guy wasn't the real me? I guess looking back now, it was a little strange. Only a little? Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady, and your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and so the guy was nothing like me then? But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial? Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney, so we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright, do you think we'll win next time, sir? My life has been a full-course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles. I've gotten sick from all sorts of foods. I failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and I've even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune being accused of murder for the 2nd time. But I will survive, because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day I'll find it. You just wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. Ugh. Zinioff is really gonna pay for that. What are you staring at me like that for? But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out. We'll find him, don't you worry. We'll get Zinioff for you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Très Bien is then. Yes, the restaurant where the murder took place. Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure, alright, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food. So it looks like the murderer was the phony defense attorney. Wow, this place does not look like I anticipated. Whoa, look at this place. Look. More like smell. What is with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? And again, girls like that kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm not at all into it. No one's coming to seat us. Maybe there's no one here. Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here? Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want. Yeah, I suppose we can. What's hiding behind this little guy? It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then. Huh? There's something stuffed behind the rack. Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages. MC Bomber. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000 maybe? I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. This paper. It's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning. What? Okay. A paper from the day of the murder. This has got to be a clue. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper. This must be the table where the murder occurred. I guess so. With all this police tape around it. That stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know. And why can I picture you doing just that? Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money. You know, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way. Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. Let's see. A boutique, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look, a fine bone china cups. I never knew you were so cultured. Oh, come on, Maya. This is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. Sure, Phoenix. Don't be ashamed. The front entrance. It's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or closed. It must be one or the other, but I don't know which since I don't know Jacques about French. That's funny. This table's set. The table's set nicely. It just needs a customer. What do you think this flower is, Nick? Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip, and it's not a sunflower, I don't think. Duh. Even I could have told you that. Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Dagnabbit, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. All right, I think I'm done here. Let's talk to Gumshoe. Maybe he can tell us more about this paper. Hey, look, there's a pink dude to match the blue dude, the police mascot. It's been ages since we came down to the precinct. Huh, Nick? Looks like Gumshoe isn't around. He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work. He's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case. I guess that means we should go to the detention center and chat with our killer, huh? After being convicted without a fair trial, I'm not sure killer is the right label. I've already got all the conversation I could from her. Date's December 3rd, day of the incident, and with the check button, all we can see is MC Bomber. Ah ha ha ha, the little picture looks like Mask to Mask drawn in the bottom left. I wonder if they're in any way, shape, or form connected. The Très bien. Maybe I'll examine some more, see if I can't find something. I checked the door, the cash register, the trinkets. This must be the table where the murder occurred. Yeah, okay, I already checked this. I thought maybe a different region, if I clicked on it, would do something different. No, nothing here. Maybe I need to go back to my office. Yeah, I'll try presenting the paper to Maggie, too. I don't think it'll do anything, but might as well give it a shot. Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. Did Gutson Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggie. That paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. And Gutson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh, no. I found this paper in the magazine rack at Très bien. Really? That's strange. Très bien doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of the customers left it behind. Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is this scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir! MC Bomber! That was the name written on the CD! Just as I thought. I guess it was an MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So that $100,000 must be for a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. The Master of Karain, or the Spirit Song, or even Maya's theme. Okay, Maya. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim. You're right. So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick? Nothing new in terms of chatting, but maybe something new happens at Très bien or the Criminal Affairs Department. Nope, at Très bien. Let's go. I hate that you have to go to the detention center to be able to go to Très bien. There we go. Ooh la la, bonjour, welcome to la Très bien. Oh, hello? What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Bienvenue. Welcome to my petite restaurant. Huh? B Avenue? Oh no, mon petit tulip. Huh? Me? Look at this face. Like a kitten rejected by its own master. You are fatigued, no? Alors, you need this. An aromatic bath oil Mélange of la Neroli and La Rose. My personal recommendation. You think I need what? Oui, just add a couple of drops of this mixture to la basse water and voila! It will soothe your body and your mind. Simply fantastique! Really? And for la monsieur. Who, me? Look at that face. Like la puppy rejected by life itself. You are fatigued, no? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot. And maybe a hint of, oui, I add la peppermint. And la clary sage. For a fragrance exceptionale. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur. My beauty? Alors, if you will be seated, I will bring you la special menu of the day. Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers. Ah, mais bien sûr. I know this already, monsieur. You are the Phoenix Wright, no? Yes. You know me? Oui. I never forget a man who flirts with me, especially in court. I guess he was cross-examined by our mysterious Zinioff. It looks like everyone should do with this case already knows who I am. I wonder what sort of impression Zinioff's been leaving on people, don't you? Allow me to introduce myself again. I am Jean Armstrong. Enchanté. This guy is amazing. So what does très bien mean? I know très, that means 3, right? No. Très bien is français. In English, you would say very good. Oh, very good. Oui, exactement. L'atmosphere is très bien. And la cuisine is très bien. The food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here? My cuisine is not for all. Some people, they do not appreciate la haute cuisine. Not everybody liked hot cuisine. Since I have lost Maggie, I have not have enough hands. So you're running this place on your own now? Oui. For le moment, no one has answered my advertisement. Oh, pour moi! Please don't eyeball me while you say that. I am le chef and le manager, and I am also a trained aromatherapist. A roaming what? A practitioner d'aromatherapy, the art of soothing the soul with the delicate floral aromas. Delicate? The smell coming from that bottle earlier was anything but delicate. I really want this to go along a little faster. So, could you tell me what you know about the incident? Bien. It makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened. Yeah, I guess it's been about a month since Maggie's sentence. So, it was the 3rd of last month, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in here for a coffee suddenly became ill. Because of the poison in his coffee? That is the truth as I know it. It was Maggie who took his drink to him. I was in the kitchen, and I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was, he was already slumped in his chair. Was he dead? Mon Dieu, oui! He was dead. Maggie had passed out also. And this man who died, was he alone? Oui, monsieur. All alone. I know that Maggie has said there was someone else, but I see. La police, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one else at the table? They asked. But I am not the only one. The old man said the same thing. Old man? What old man? So who is this old man that you mentioned? At the time of the murder, there was another customer in here. What? Someone else saw it? Mais oui. As usual, he came alone at that day. At the time of the murder, he was here. He saw it too. But he said the same thing, that there was no one at the victim table. But Maggie swears there were two people. Mademoiselle, la lawyer, he could not prove this, no? About the lawyer, that was me, I suppose? Bien sûr. Wow, he's the first person who said it wasn't me? Don't kid yourself, Nick. Ugh. Now who's the one making stuff up? Bum, 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 bum. We found this sports paper in the magazine rack here. One of my customers must have left it behind. Do you have any idea which customer it was? The only ideas I have, mademoiselle, I save for my kitchen. I am not a lawyer myself. I do not wish to speak out of turn, but your defense in court that day was a little, how you say, lacking, perhaps? Even a Frenchman who could not speak any English could have done a better job. You were very cool, though. Oh, oui, so handsome. Wow, I wonder just how bad the defense could have been. Every time you open your mouth, the old courthouse stirred. Oh man, that is something I don't want to imagine. MC Bomber. Don't forget the 100,000 too. There's something about that name, MC Bomber. Yeah, it's a pretty unusual name. Everyone's worried about bombs these days, I guess. I'm not sure that has any bearing on anything related to this case. Anyways, we should look into this some more. I don't have anything else to present. I can't either. Ugh. Aw, but look on the bright side. Only famous stars have people impersonating them. This isn't funny, Maya. Identity theft is no joke. And someone may have been wrongly convicted as a result. As you should have gone into showbiz, huh, Nick? I'll never understand how your mind works, Maya. Is there anything else I can do at Très Bien? Will he talk to me if I investigate this coffee stain little area? I already examined this before. Oh, I guess it's because it doesn't have the extra little, like, hey, look, a hidden magazine thing. Yeah, we found a sports paper magazine in this rack earlier. Better try to find out everything I can about it. Maybe I can present my lawyer badge? Please, monsieur. There is no need to show me that. You are Phoenix Wright, the worst defense lawyer in town. I can imagine how he formed this completely wrong impression of me. The last time we met, did I show you this badge? Oui. You flashed it to everyone in la restaurant. Looks like Zinioff is a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick. Tell me something about my imposter. That badge, is it real? Of course it's real. That's what they all say. But I've been duped before. Give it to me for a sec. She bit down on it. And I left a few teeth marks too. I can see that. Oh, I just wish I could remember if that means it's real or a fake. I said it was real. Yeah, as if that holds much weight at this point, Phoenix. Maybe I can examine something here. Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute.
That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force.
So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not an it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief?
Yup. Meet the pink badger.
So one's called Blue and the other's called Pink? But they're both called Badger.
You got it. They're married.
Mr. and Mrs. Badgers seem to be cuffed together, Chief.
You got it. That's marriage for you. Whoa.
Can I talk to the chief, maybe? Supposed to be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen.
What? Nasty Mask turned him at the bank? What's he doing?
Hands up, you scallywags. You're under arrest. Hey, that's our job. Looks like Ron Delight opted for a new career.
Quit surfing the net, Chief. Sorry. I was just,
Things feel pretty tense in here. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and flies on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. Files, not flies. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Hey, a laptop. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each... Okay, same thing. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Don't die running a red light. Die the old-fashioned way, of old age. We have a winner. Inject a bit of humor. That's the key. You must be coming up with slogans for a safety campaign, I guess? Been good, Kay. I've been good, man. Stuck in this case right now, though. It's like the first, 2 minutes, and I have no idea what to do already. Little bits. So, you've still got that badge, I see. Huh? Well, I'm a lawyer, aren't I? Yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep it on being one for this long. You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job. I fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people. We've already presented everything to her. We've already talked to her. And nothing new, yeah. Got nothing, man. Thanks for the bits, guys. Hannah, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Oh, a sports paper. Yeah, I've already gotten all this info, too. Oh shit, I forgot I could present people. That's right, derp. Maggie was a policewoman once, n'est-ce pas? Yes, but she had to quit for reasons beyond her control. Oui, oui. She was less suspect in la murder investigation, no? Oh, you knew about that? That's why I gave to her la perfume for la happiness. Happiness perfume? Oui. Blended from bergamot, like I have given to you before. But she's been arrested again, and found guilty this time. That is true. Her natural aroma of unhappiness must have been very strong. Just admit it, your perfume doesn't work. I am not surprised she was the prime suspect after something like that took place before my very eyes. Something like what? What's this guy talking about? Does this mean Maggie did have a motive? We've got to ask the guy for more info. Cool. When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen? Ooh, oui. I suppose you could say so. So what happened? No, it was nothing. Look, Maggie says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still being indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive. Oui. It is true. If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant. So please, tell us anything you know. This guy. 3 locks? You're kidding me. No way. What are we gonna do, Nick? Just have to remove... What the? What's wrong? The Magatama, it's gone. Huh? I had it in my pocket, but it had vanished into thin air. What? But I could see the Cyclock. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby? Mr. Armstrong? Could I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting. Was anyone else sitting there? That is a question you will have to ask him yourself. Huh? Him? The old man spends all of his time dans le parc. Le parc? Oh, a park. What park's that? Behind le restaurant. It is called Vitamin Square. Ah, thank you. Je vous en prie. My dear. Let's go check out this Vitamin Square right now, Nick. So this is Vitamin Square. Yeah, I see where they get the name from now. The fruits scream vitamins at you. Hey, Nick, that's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about? That grouchy-looking grandpa? He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons. Maya, he's not throwing seeds for them. He's throwing seeds at them. Ugh, my grumpiness threat level has just been raised to red. Excuse me? Would you mind if I had a word with you?
Yeah.
I just want to ask you a couple of questions.
What's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? So you don't like my seeds, eh, pigeons?
He's really chucking those seeds at them. That's gotta hurt.
Go on, eat this.
Ugh. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you about Maggie Bird?
Je vous en prie.
Je vous en prie. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the biddies. I don't know any Maggie Bird. Yeah, you do. Maggie, the waitress at Trebien.
Gah! It's a disgrace, I tell you, an utter disgrace.
A disgrace?
An innocent young girl revealing herself like that.
Revealing? You mean her uniform?
The youth of today, they don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you, not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan, like honor and modesty?
What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing.
You? Your problem is you lack any sense of grace.
Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts. Do you go to Trebien a lot?
That miserable excuse for a restaurant? That garbage they serve in there is not food. Where's the sushi? The tempura? The rice?
Trebien is a French restaurant, sir.
Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris? I wanted real food, not those snooty snacks. And what about those shameless girls?
You mean the waitresses?
You can see all the way up there. Yeah, the waitresses. They're practically naked. It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
Listen, it's not my restaurant.
Yeah, it's a miserable excuse for a restaurant. That place, miserable.
He certainly knows the place. He must be a regular. But if he hates it so much, why does he keep going? Are you a regular at the restaurant, sir? It's just, if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir?
There you are, you filthy pigeons. You want food? Ah, take that.
You He must be hiding something, right? If he is, I should be able to see a psych log. Oh wait, I don't exactly have the Magatama right now, huh? Remember, Nick, that Magatama is only on loan. You better find it or else. If Pearls ever gets wind of this, I'm gonna be in big trouble. He's not gonna give me anything about this paper. Excuse me, anything with this? Can I just ask about... Sir, here you go, boy. How does some pigeon feed sound to you? This wasn't exactly what I was hoping to get out of this. Ooh, there's a magazine here. It's a magazine full of job listings. You disgusting rogue, picking up something that someone else threw away. Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job? Gah! That's none of your business! Sorry, I guess I'll just take the magazine with me then. I don't want anyone else having it. Give it back! Too bad. Now that you don't want it so bad, I don't want to give it up. Hey, that's mine! I don't think so. I used to love sandboxes like you wouldn't believe. Really, you? Sure, finding iron fillings in the sand with a magnet was my favorite thing to do. Iron fillings, wow, that's too exciting for words. It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then. So did you manage to get all the iron? Nope, I never did. I think I came close though. Come to think of it, I still have all the iron fillings I found way back then. Do you want them? No. Hey, look, pigeons! Yeah, and heaps of them, too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? That's a dove, not a pigeon. Poor things. Just because they're gray means they can't be symbols of peace and harmony? You're overthinking this one just a smidge, Maya. This place is so fruity! That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites.
Lesson 3.
You doll! Hannah, you doll! Thank you, dude. Come on, keep talking. Yo, what's up, Mantroid? Hello. By the way, guys, for anyone who's like, oh no, why is X-Water not responding to chat as much? I typically I try to just focus on doing voices and stuff when I'm doing these Phoenix Wright playthroughs. Just a little heads up. If you're feeling ignored, I apologize. I see you there, Tater. I know you here. I know you here. Boop, 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 boop. Anything from this? Mademoiselle! Yes? Are you looking for a job? What? No, I was just... Let me see. Your style is un peu different, but you have a good face. Different? Felicitations! You have passed. I will hire you. Bien, come with me. I will teach you everything I know. Nick! Help! I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both? She's actually gone. Oh. That was a development I did not expect. Okay. Oh, something new happened here. Maybe she's gone now. Looks like they have Maggie in questioning. I guess I've asked her pretty much everything. I'll come back if there's anything else I need to ask her later. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba, na, 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 na. There we go. Now Detective Gumshoe's gonna be back. Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? The one that's gonna find her innocent? No, not yet. We've only just started our investigation. But whatever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it. I'm putting off all my other cases for now, pal. I'm sure he's really fired up about this. Oh yeah, one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Court's sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Godot's gonna be the prosecutor. Oh, him. Now listen up, pal. If Maggie is found guilty, yeah? I'll make sure you get locked up for good. Got it? Give me whatever info you can, Gumshoe. So the guilty party was Maggie Bird, huh? Yeah. Back when she was on the police force, you were her mentor when she was a rookie, right? Yeah, I kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know? Hey, what's with the funny look, pal? I was just, it wasn't anything like that. Look, sure, I was a boss when she was doing a training, but that was it. Nothing happened. I'm sure is sweating up a storm over nothing. So that's it. Oh, our big old Gumshoe has a crush on little old Maggie. I don't like her or anything. I was, Note to self, gossip with Maya about this later. Look, pal, don't tell anyone, okay? You gotta keep it a secret. You gotta! Sure. And would you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time? Hey, tell your face, pal, not me. You would have to be blind not to see what's on your mind. So, I was wondering, could you fill me in on the victim? Glenn Elg. Glenelg. His name is a palindrome. Why? He was a computer programmer, that's probably why. I see, a programmer. He was just a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Aggie never had any contract with the guy before that day, and all she did was take him his coffee on the day of the murder, pal. Yeah, Maggie also confirmed to have never seen the guy before. Did the victim go to the restaurant often? Not according to the chef. Said it was the first time he'd seen the guy. A programmer and a first-time customer. What possible reason could Maggie have had to kill a guy like that? That's what I thought. But a motive was still somehow established in a trial. You're kidding! What was her supposed motive? Sorry, pal. I'm real busy. I haven't even got enough time to sift through these papers. Look into it yourself, okay? What could this motive have been? This isn't really a proper investigation. I'm kind of working on it by myself. Oh, that's right. The judge already ruled the case and all the evidence is in already. The only problem is with Maggie's testimony. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good for us, huh? Look, pal, I got a mountain of papers on this case to look over before tomorrow. So I'm just gonna say this. Maggie Bird's no liar. Okay, so she's a bit out there and a bit off base sometimes, but she was a good cop. It's not exactly complimentary, you know? So what do you think really happened? And just how contradictory is her testimony? The biggest problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggie still insists there was another guy sitting with the victim. Right, but get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone, even the chef. And then there's that CD. CD, oh yeah, she did mention something about a CD. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. But our guys turned that place upside down. There was no CD. What? Not on the table, not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal. But didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too? Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in the front pocket of his hoodie. Radio? He didn't have a CD player? You got it. Your phone, he never explained that contradiction at all. Come to think of it, the owner of Trebien didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide. Maybe it's the fact that we found a psych lock on him earlier. What's that? A sports paper? Yeah, I found it in the magazine rack at Trebien. It's dated the same day as the murder. You may be onto something here. And take a look at this. See this writing here? MC Bomber. Hey! What is it? I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bomber. Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once. It's no good, I can't remember. And he goes back to being the gumshoe we all know and love. Hey, pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, okay? I want to get a handwriting analysis done on this scribble. Handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about it, in any case. Thanks, pal. I bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue. Sports paper given to Detective Gumshoe. What do you make of this? Sorry, pal. All I can think about is Maggie at the moment. No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant... You don't have to explain. Really? I wasn't at the trial myself, but I asked this one detective I know how your defense was. And what did he say? He started off by saying, I'm at a complete loss for words. But he must have found some quick because he went on about how bad you were for about an hour. But he said you sucked so much it seemed like you were trying to get Maggie found guilty. It looks like I was trying to get Maggie found guilty. No more info about Glenn, huh? What about Armstrong? The chef a très bien, huh? You know what the chef said to me? Ooh la la, your body is full of toxins. And then he gave me this bottle. What's in it? I don't know. The label says juniper. I'm under orders to put a few drops of it in my bath every day. Under orders? Yeah, you know, there's something about that lady. I mean, guy. You can't stop thinking about him? Not like that, pal. Give me a break. He's not my type. I mean, I can't stop thinking that he's involved with this case somehow. Sounds like he knows a little something more about our charming chef. So what exactly is it that caught your attention about the chef at Tribune? It's, kinda hard to say. The guy's probably not even connected with the case in any way. Hey, come on, detective. Didn't you say you'd give me the dirt on anything? Well, this sort of stuff is kinda unimportant. Gossipy stuff, you know, pal? Look, how about this? You go to Tribune and investigate the place yourself, and if you find anything suspicious about the guy, you report back to me, okays? I suppose I get a choice in this, huh? Guess I better find out more about the chef and Tribune, then report back to Gumshoe. Alright, let's go back. Maya's gonna be in a waitress outfit now? The scent of flowers sure is strong. It's almost making me dizzy. Who the... Oh, hello? Who was that just now? A customer? She had a sort of dark aura about her. Welcome! B Avenue! Wow, what a cute voice. Oh, it's just you, Nick. Maya? Well, how do I look? Maybe you should quit being a spirit medium. Maybe, but it's kind of boring being a waitress. I mean, you're my first ever customer. Who was that woman I just saw? Oh! Since you're here, you might as well have something to eat. I am kind of hungry, actually. So, how do you like your new job, Maya? I never knew there was so much for a waitress to do. Take people's orders, bring them their food, make coffee, work the cash register. Of course, we need a customer before I can do any of that. Yeah, it's a nice looking restaurant. It's a shame more people don't come. Don't forget about the ultra cute waitresses. Check out my give me a tip smile. Hey, Nick, why don't you order something? The chef's preparing a tasty lunch set at the moment, or so he says. How much is it? It's the twin tea set. So it'll be $20, of course. The twin tea set? I believe I'll be taking a pass. It's kind of expensive. What? But you can't. Come on, Nick. It's not every day I get to be a waitress. I want to try carrying plates and working the cash register. How about cleaning the toilets? That should keep you busy. Yeah, right. Maybe later. About the lunch. Oh, a fine choice, sir. No, I am... Kitchen! A lunch special, please! With all the extras. Drink, side salad, dessert, and gift. I don't need any of that. Just a moment, please, sir. Maya's really getting into this. So how much is this set lunch, then? $20, huh? With the drink, side salad, and dessert, it's $45? Hey, wait a sec, Maya! Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Here you are, our deluxe 4-fee lunch set. Whoa. A dish inspired by lobster and abalone fricassee with a balsamic vinaigrette. Bon appetit. Thanks. Come on, Nick. Hurry up and try it already. Lobster, huh? All right. Down the hatch it goes. Well, are you hungry, Maya? I'm starving. Here, it's yours. Really? Remember, Maya, my wallet doesn't print money, so you'd better polish off that plate. I've just remembered, I gotta go clean the toilets. It tastes like garbage. It's evidence? It counts as evidence? How does that guy manage to make good food taste so bad? Hey, Nick, you wanna take a peek at the kitchen? The kitchen, huh? Not a bad idea. Now, what was it that Maggie said again? In the kitchen, you'll get to see all the chef's greatest secrets. In the kitchen? That sounds tasty. Hey, wait up, Maya! What is it? I'm pretty busy right now. Weren't you going to show me around? There goes my plan to find some cool clue and show it off in your face. I'd better conduct the search in the kitchen myself. Can I move to the kitchen now? Nice. And here it is, the famous Très Bien kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually. There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure. Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so we better search quickly. Chop, chop. That does look like my Magatama. Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster sauce? What's that? Isn't this used in Chinese food? Look! Right there on the counter! My Magatama! What's it doing here? What indeed? What's this? It looks like a treasure chest or something. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many they're overflowing onto the floor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same, too. Hey, wait a minute. What is it? There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? It doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. So what's that liquid inside then? I wonder. Hey, Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look at how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he? Probably poison! Now, this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty. There's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's Bedtime Literature. Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it? It looks like a collection of poems he's written. Poems! Cool! Read one out! And say it in your best French accent, with intensity, okay? Alright, here's one. It's called Printemps. The two of them, like actors from a film. The coffee still undrunk. Sweet nothing's over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last tip of your tea, and I know what I will do. I must lie to you. I must. Huh? That's it? Yep, that's a poem for you. That sounds like it's talking about the day of the murder to me. I don't know. That smells good. Something's bubbling away nicely in that pot. It must be the lobster and abalone fricassee with the balsamic vinaigrette. Isn't that what I just ate for lunch? Maybe. What you ate is the only French dish I know the name of. I feel like I've gotten everything I need from here. Let's go talk to the old man real quick. Oh, he's not here, but a scooter is. The old guy's not here anymore. Rad, I still have some unanswered questions for him. A scooter, huh? Who'd leave it right in the middle of a park like this? The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guess it must have been in an accident. It's totally wrecked. Whoa! Too extra. This character's being too extra right now.
Hey! What do yous think yous doing with my bike? No, I was just... Yous been messing with my new ride? Is that what yous been doing?
New ride? Is that...
Yous gonna pay for this.
It wasn't me. It was just... I was just passing...
And then who's the one that covered my saddle in crap, huh? Gah! Yous gonna pay. You catch my drift?
No! Well, wait a sec. I'm not a pigeon, so...
Wise guy, eh? I oughta beat you so hard it'll feel like yous was smooching the express train. Uh-oh. Yous better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then yous gonna pay.
Actually, I'm a lawyer.
What do you say?
I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Phoenix Wright? You saying you're Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, I am.
So you a wise guy too, huh? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. What? Out of my way, I gotta cruise.
He's gone. Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he? He wasn't anything like me! I guess I better make note of the scooter. And the guy.
Pathetic.
Oh, it's you.
A few threats from a little brat like that, and you look like a pigeon that got seed in its eyes.
Have you been here the whole time then?
I was in that strawberry. I had some thinking to do.
More like you had some cowering to do. Are you a regular at the restaurant, sir? It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? He's still not giving me stuff here. Oh, but now I can see the Cyclock because I have my Magatama now. This old guy's got something to hide, but what could it be? Okay, he won't tell me anything about the lunch. Let's see if we can't figure something out here. It's time you told me the truth, old man. Why are you a regular at a restaurant you dislike so much?
Isn't it obvious? People have only one reason to go to restaurants, to eat.
To eat? Is that the whole truth?
What do you mean?
I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all.
You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof you got?
I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to this place for its food. The proof is in the pudding. Or, in this case, the lunch menu.
That's the Twin Tea set.
The food at Trebian is terrible. And expensive.
You're wrong. It's cheap.
Huh?
I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yeah, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a jot of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons. What a load of crock! The taste's another story, but the price, it's nothing to me.
So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn?
Exactly. I got so much cash, I go for a swim in my money vault every day.
Unfortunately, that's a lie.
What?
You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke. This is yours, right?
My magazine!
Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job?
So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need some spending money.
Oh?
I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Javachino.
Yeah, I think you mean cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there?
$8.
Those had better be some golden beans.
What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it? No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great. No, it's not, But anyway, yes, that place has free newspapers to read every day. Newspapers? Exactly, they don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there. I'm sorry, sir, but there are no free papers to read at Tribune. I don't have evidence here, but I know that, like, for a fact. Where do I get proof of no newspaper? Like, I examined the... And I don't have the magazine. If I can get the magazine back from Gumshoe, I might be able to break this. Hey, you're just in time! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? The lab got back to me about that newspaper you gave me. You must be mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled in it. So, what did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything? They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glen Elk. No doubt about it. I expected as much. The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. Okay. MC Bomber. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh, well, guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in the restaurant, okay, pal? Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Although, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. Yeah. We gotta show him this poison bottle. I assume it poison bottle. You got one of those aroma bottles too, huh? Only this one doesn't smell. Huh? I don't get you. This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same. Wouldn't you agree? A cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? Smells like skunk to me, pal. Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis. The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef. You suspect Jean Armstrong? I got that guy's number, so I know what his secret is. Must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before. I guess I'd better fill you in on the details. About this Armstrong guy's secret. I mean, let's get that info. So what's Mr. Armstrong's secret? You ever had lunch at Tribune, pal? Yeah. So how was it? To put it nicely, it was incredible. Or inedible. Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, that place is clean. He's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress. So, yeah, I guess it's probably the food. The real scoop on this guy is he's up to his ears in debt. Really, how much does he owe? This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 into red. $500,000? Are we talking dollars? Yeah. Hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble. Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise. Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. Wild. Is $500,000. The owner of the loan is Tender Lender. That's gonna be relevant at some point. Let's see if the scooter draws anything from Gumshoe. Nothing. All right, now that we have the magazine or the what's it called? The magazine, we can talk to
Or break the magatama of the old man in the park. So we just gotta re-break to the last point we were at. Alright. It's time you told me the truth. Zippity blobbity blue. You weren't there for the food because the food tastes like garbage. And you're not rich because you were looking for a job. Alright, there we go. And then they don't have sports magazines there. And my proof is this, I hope. Take a look at this. What is it? It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Trebien. So? What of it? This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than 1 month ago. What? You see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get any newspapers. This is just one that happened to get left behind by a customer. Ah! Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? I'm not hiding anything! I'm gonna have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go so much to Trebien is... It's gotta be the waitresses, man. It's gotta be the waitresses. What are you asking me about that girl for? She was the waitress at Trebien. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant. It's the waitress! But I don't recognize that face. And you're probably telling the truth here. Because you weren't looking at the girl's face, but at her outfit. That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. The uniform is all you can think about, isn't it? I can't take it! To you, that waitress was your... Enough! Please, no more. Stop saying that word. Stop saying waitress. Stop it, stop it, stop it! Well, we broke him. Sir? Yeah, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, so I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil. No, I didn't mean it like that. I even get one of those lousy cups of Javachino every time for $8. All because of the girl serving. Whatever, punish me, lock me up. Really, that's not what I'm here for. You'll be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You know how painful it is to be an old man like me? No, really, listen, sir. Stop calling me that! I have a name, you know, boy, so show some respect, I'm Victor Kudo. Sorry, Mr. Kudo. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more. This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his psych lock and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. That sucks. Do I at least get his profile now? Victor Kudo was in Trebien at the time of the incident, has a thing for the waitress. Have you seen him yet? Probably not. Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Ooh, ouch. Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay. I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can't you go like that? I guess? Wow. Exploiting the raw sex appeal of our young, sexy, psychic sidekick. You again? Well, I see. Nick, his eyes are burning into me. It's okay. I think it's going pretty well. Huh?
You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright?
Play on the slide? Ugh, we were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled.
Pigeon.
How can we crack this guy? Excuse me, please, sir.
Quiet! Can't you see that I'm
Feeding. Nah.
Pidge?
Oh. Mia?
Well!
If you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you.
Yeah! Of course, certainly! I'm Victor! Victor Kudo!
Even from beyond the grave. Wow. Wow. About the incident.
You mean the man who died after drinking the Javachino?
It's like he's a different person.
It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl who took the Javachino over to him, you see?
And was the customer alone?
Definitely. He was the only person at the table. Then he took one sip of his Javachino and he said something like, "Ugh," and then collapsed. Dead.
Oh, how terrifying.
You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know.
Looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. Do you like the food at Trebiane?
Well, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know? I set up a casino in London.
Really? How interesting.
Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France.
What a lovely story. London's in England, not France.
Oh yeah, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much, I can't take it. I want France.
I can't believe Mia's laughing at this guy. Ugh. You visit Trebiane a lot, don't you?
Of course. I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there.
Really? Oh, you're so flattering. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure.
Be careful of that chef, my dear.
Chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong?
That's right. That man's an ex-con.
He's an ex-con? Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do?
Oh no, those eyes! I can't take this!
Mia's really got this guy eaten out of her hand.
He steals things from his customers.
From his customers?
Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things mainly. He's a pilferer. So you be careful around him, my dear.
Are you sure about this?
Of course! He was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javachino.
He really is a regular.
Let me write you a little haiku about it.
A haiku?
A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about the chef.
He actually wrote me a haiku, that's great.
If he takes anything again, you just let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement.
Poor guy, he couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix, that's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. That was a clutch move by Maya. For real, though. Oh, I'm not sexy enough? Better call my super sexy sister and take her super sexy body. Convicted before, that's 5. A wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. It checks out. A wicked man or woman. I don't understand that part. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation. Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah. Plus, no one came to the restaurant. Ooh la la, Mademoiselle Maya. No, how can you leave me like this? I'm sorry. That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a Psych Locker 3, didn't he? I'm going to have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Oh, volunteers? Of course. What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Hello, I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Huh? Well, that was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. Lottery ticket? The man who died here had a lottery ticket. For $500,000. $500,000? Oui. But after that incident, this ticket... it disappeared. The ticket disappeared? This was the motive that la prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? May Allah. You have been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me, and I want to know the reason why. No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I have confessed to you everything I know. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. It's you! Mr. Armstrong, I believe there's a very high probability that it was you. Ah! Wow, that is one piercing scream, even for a man like him. Mais pourquoi moi? Why? You have no evidence. I am not Masque des Masques. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. It's gotta be this. What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it and put some feeling into it. Convicted before. A wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu, la mensonge. You are the liar. You deny it? Do not make les fausses accusations, s'il vous plaît. So you have any proof? I want to see la incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers. Yeah, my Magatama, you piece of shit. It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama, and I found it in your kitchen. No! Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. Oui. I have a weakness for little trinkets and la figurines. My hand, it just slips out. I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from customers, right? Oui. It is la truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time, it was not a small trinket, oui? It was $500,000. May no, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Really now. Oh, monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble and that you're in desperate need of a large amount of cash? Take that! 14 months. Dude, iExpert, thank you so much, man, for the continued support. The 14 in a row every month possible. Thank you, dude. That's all I can say. Thank you so much, man. This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? Ah! You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. The lottery ticket would have wiped your debts away. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? Unlock successful. Mr. Armstrong, you said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in the first place?
naughty man. He was listening to la radio with his earpiece. Maggie said something about that too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. And all of a sudden, he exploded. Yes! $500,000! He shouted. And the ticket? Oui. He had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee? No, 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 no! Oh no, you naughty man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? The victim collapsed, and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right? How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, this is not true. I did not take it. La ticket for $500,000? I mean, but you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket. Mais non, ma fiel. It was not. That's enough. Huh? Mr. Godot? What in the heck are you doing here?
This is without a doubt the worst coffee I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong.
He came here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds?
Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am the airhead.
Oh, I am la airhead. No? Just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion.
He had the wrong ticket.
What?
Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor.
So the ticket he took was worthless?
Not quite. He did win something. $1.
You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I have nothing. So what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal?
Indeed, what happened to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just have to wait and see how this movie turns out tomorrow, won't we?
Voila, you two. Time to laugh at le pretty little airhead. Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Victor's note thrown into the trash. Looks like we've got a new mystery now, namely, where did the winning ticket go? I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, anyway, we can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. To be continued. All right, a successful first day of investigation. Mr. Armstrong is definitely highly suspect. The fact that no one else seems to recognize this imposter is very weird. And the fact that the imposter apparently has a completely, like, devil red body makes no sense. How did he possibly pass off as me? That makes no... I'm so confused. I need to see more about him, but I feel like he won't really come up much more until the second day of investigation. This first day of trial is probably going to be pretty low-key.